We know that many are expecting action and not too much talking. That is exactly what we are doing. A lot has been happening since Nigeria, in collaborating with Finland, infringed on our PM's freedom, Simon Eller. The perpetrator has intensified its intimidation on our civilians. All acts of war to get us stop what we are doing. There is no room to back down. We are already an independent nation and remain resolute. The failed state of Nigeria must accept it. Those that collaborate with them must accept it.
All right. So for those of you asking question or saying, why una to the talk? Why don't you start action? Yes, I know a lot of people have been asking, and you watching this, you might probably, thought about that. One more to the talk, maybe we start action. Anyway, calm down. I want you to take a little time. Watch this video and hear what Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Arabeze said in the Zoom cabinet meeting they had yesterday. All right, so take a little time, watch it. She actually took time to, talk some other things and other issues that, still, holding on to Simon Ekpa and some other things about Nigeria and about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I beg you, take a little time, watch it, then you drop your comment on the comment section what you think about it, because I tell you, a lot of things are happening. There are so many news that are coming, but gradually, I'll be bringing it to you. All right, so all you need to do is just to subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. Believe in me, news yakpa like news day. Please watch this one.
My name's Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, the Chief of Staff and the Deputy Prime Minister to the United States of Biafra. Also, the legal surrogate to our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Eber. I welcome everyone here today. Let me start. I recognize our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Eber in Joko, who is currently being questioned by Finland. We recognize his hard work, his resilience, and the great role he has played and continue to play in the final push for Biafrans to go home to their motherland. I want to also use this opportunity to recognize our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is being held by the Nigerian state for almost 4 or 5 years, just for trying to lead his people to their motherland. Despite all of the court rulings for the Nigerian state to release him and compensate him, Nigerian state has refused to do that. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, was renditioned from Kenya by the collaboration of the Nigerian state and the Kenyan government. His eyes were tied. He was sitting and bundled from Kenya to Nigeria. And these are countries that signed to uphold and maintain human dignity, the rights of individuals and the rights of the ordinary man. Kenya signed that. Nigeria signed that before the United Nations accepted them to be member states of the UN. But it's not about the United Nations. It's not about human rights. It's not about the people. It is about the collusion from countries, from leaders who we respect, who we feel, who we expect that they will do things to make the world a better place. So, they do everything to become member nations of the United Nations, but they go behind and continue to do things and do evil, commit evils against the people, against innocent individuals under their care. How else can you explain the plot and the plan by the Kenyan government to extradite a British citizen, our leader Nnamdi from Kenya to Nigeria, where the Nigerian terrorist state is holding him as we speak? How do you explain that? About 3 independent courts, well-considered courts in Nigeria, have instructed, have told, and have ruled in favor of our leader Nnamdi Kanu and told the Nigerian state to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him, because Nigeria basically have no modus operandi, no standing to try somebody who they rendition from Kenya, who they abducted from Kenya and dumped him in Nigeria. No condition. No, you can't even put their mouth in that case. But in Nigeria, do that? No. Today, Nigeria said headed by President Tinubu is still holding Nnamdi Kanu till date, despite the court rulings. How do you run a country that does not obey the basic rule of law? How do you make the world a better place? Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, is still being held by Finland, by the Finnish authorities. And they are still questioning our Prime Minister. It's almost 4 months right now. What did our Prime Minister Simon ever do? Nothing. Nothing except fighting for his people. The same thing you and I are doing today. He did not commit any crime. Nigerian state is a terrorist state. But the European countries that collude with Nigeria, you refuse to see the harm, the killings, all the subjugation that Nigerian government, Nigerian state is doing to innocent indigenous citizens. You pretend you don't see that. You refuse to see that. Because you're more interested in the economic gain you will gain from our resources, the oil that come from our region. You prefer that to the rights of the innocent Biafran. Fellow Biafrans, I welcome you today. I want to also use this opportunity to recognize the secretaries of the different departments of the United States of Biafra, the cabinet members, the stakeholders, the 40 state governors of the United States of Biafra, and their commissioners. I also want to use this opportunity to recognize the head of missions of different countries under the United States of Biafra. I also want to recognize the Biafra Defense Forces in homeland that are protecting our lives, protecting our women from the rapists, Fulani terrorists that are invading our land, from the mercenaries hired by the Nigerian government that are shipped into Biafra land to kill us. That is what they have been doing. The Biafra Defense Forces have been protecting our people from these terrorists that are being sent by the Nigerian state to continue to kill and maim our people, rape our women, kill our children, burn our businesses, burn our homes, while they expect us to just watch. Just watch as our families are being killed by the Boko Haram terrorists that are rehabilitated and reintegrated by the Nigerian state. It is the policy of the Nigerian state to reintegrate non-terrorists such as Boko Haram, ISIS, Islam, all of them. The Nigerian state have a policy to reintegrate them. Give them AK-47, open bank accounts for them, and send them to people, to Biafra region, where we do not want to live and cohabit with reintegrated terrorists that murder Christians, that kill them, and Nigerian state aid them, giving them homes, rehabilitating them, giving them guns, AK-47, different machines that they acquire in the name of fighting terrorism. All those arms and ammunition end up in the hands of these reintegrated terrorists. And they use that to come to Biafra land or Junuwa land, Adawa land, to kill indigenous Nigerians before we are Biafra right now. Kill us and chase us away from our homes. While the Nigerian state continues on their Islamization agenda. All of you watch the video where a sitting governor before being guided by the Nigerian police state openly tell the world that they will want to Islamize the whole Nigeria. And this individual is being guided by the Nigerian police, supported by President Tinubu and the Defense Chief Christopher Musa. They never bother to say, hey, why are you going to make that kind of statement? We are going to remove the police orderly from you because what you just said goes against the nation of Nigeria. As a member of the United Nations, no. Defense Chief Christopher Musa continued to allow those Nigerian police orderlies to move along, to go everywhere with this individual that says it is their duty, it is their task to Islamize the whole Nigeria. President Tinubu never withdrew those police from that car. They continue to guard the governor because that is their agenda. The extraordinary people of Biafra, good day. I welcome you all to this question and answer session. I already said my name, Dr. Ngozola Boise. Yes, our young nation is alive and growing strong. The government remains committed, focused, and is working tirelessly to achieve our ultimate goal, which is to fully secure, defend, restore, and build our homeland. We know that many are expecting action and not too much talking. That is exactly what we are doing. A lot has been happening since Nigeria, in collaborating with Finland, infringed on our PM's freedom, Simon Etna. The perpetrator has intensified its intimidation on our civilians. All acts of war to get us stop what we are doing. There is no room to back down. We are already an independent nation and remain resolute. The failed state of Nigeria must accept it. Those that collaborate with them must accept it, whether they like it or not. We are the people. We have the right to self-determination. We have the right to choose who is going to be our leader. Over 50 million Biafrans have conducted a self-referendum voting where majority, almost 99% voted to exit Nigeria. That is exactly what we have done. As we declared our independence on November 29, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. The killing and the displacement of more than 7,000 civilians in the state of Enugu, all of us witnessed that happen. The killing of hundreds of Biafrans based on their faith and religion in Ebonyi, Ebube, Eja, Ohuku, Onisha, Mpo. We all witnessed that. These are innocent, unarmed Biafrans that were just marching on the street, that they want to govern themselves. The Nigerian state, with their defense chief, killed these innocent Biafrans for committing no crime. The killings in many other places in Biafra land by the terrorists and failed states, their forces and militias. A young girl was recently gunned down by the illegitimate governors Udogachi, Onwugachi in broad daylight, by the delegitimized Governor Soludo of Anambra State, old Anambra State. There was the incidence of the killing of the only son, Ndubisi, by the terrorist insurgents, facilitated by the terrorist state. Mama Ndubisi, I fully understand. If you say that you've refused to be consoled, I, as a mother, I feel your pain. It's even hard to find words of consolation. My heart goes out to you and many more mothers in Biafra who are today looking for their children, especially their male children. They do not know where they are because the Nigerian government picks up innocent Biafrans and lock them up across all the cells in Nigeria just because they say they want to live in a country where reintegrated terrorists are not carrying AK-47. We are working hard every day to hold the criminals to account. The horrific act will not go unpunished. The atrocities in Enugu, our women were raped and grossly assaulted, and their gains of outcry for help from the sole agent that receives resource allocation from the cake in our territory to protect the civilians. The criminals must leave our territory. Biafra is now a free, sovereign nation. This is why we say, support United States of Biafra. My fellow women, sisters, mothers, daughters, I feel your pain and suffering. My team and I are working tirelessly to secure us home. The displacement of Biafra since November, something which our Prime Minister spoke about on the 11th of November, before his detention by Finland, that Biafra land is the only region in the lawless and failed state where the civilians are not in IDP camps. Today, we are seeing that happen. The crisis situation in Zuse River State, the failed state and its Western allies continue to act in self-denial and transnational regression. They collude. And we implore you, foreign allies are colluding with Nigeria. You are killing innocent indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans. They impose this lawlessness on our civilians in our territory, yet they have all been notified and asked to pack and leave our land and resources. I urge my fellow Biafrans in these different Biafran states to remain united and resilient. The government of the United States of Biafra is focused and in motion. The zoo must surely leave our territory. Nigeria must leave our territory. We've asked them to come to the table of talks to peacefully hand over the support of affairs and responsibility towards Biafrans and Biafran land to us. We've written peacefully to the Nigerian government to leave our land. Yet, they continue to intimidate and impose themselves as though it's business as usual. Far from it, we are on the matter. We have not ignored any of these incidents. We have reacted and condemned them on the strongest terms in different platforms. But I want to assure you all that we are challenging the criminal terrorist state, which has for long declared war against us. Nigeria state has been engaging in secret war with Biafrans for the past 2 years, killing our people, maiming our people, raping our women, and lying to their foreign counterparts. They need weapons to fight terrorism. There is no fighting terrorism in Nigeria. Nigeria is the terrorist state. All those guns you foreign countries give to Nigeria, it ends up in the hands of the terrorists that Nigeria government reintegrate and rehabilitate.
All right. So, what do you think about it? Drop your comment on the comment section. As I said earlier, Newsday, just subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.